We have the breaking news because we have breaking news right here in our politics lead. Some brand new CNN polls laying out the state of the race in South Carolina. As the Republicans like to say down there, South Carolina picks president. So if your name is Donald J. Trump, you might be grinning right now because just 4 days before Republicans vote in the Palmetto State, you have a big lead there. Hillary Clinton also has a big lead, but with more than a week until South Carolina, Democrats flood the polls, and so many undecided Democrats, a Sanders supporter might see some evidence that all is not yet lost. Let's get right to CNN chief political correspondent Dana Bash with these poll numbers. Dana, Ted Cruz and Jeb Bush have really been going after Donald Trump ever since his victory in New Hampshire, but none of the attacks against him seem to have affected his standing in the polls in South Carolina.
Not as of right now. I mean, this is a huge lead, to quote the frontrunner. He has 38%, Donald Trump, in South Carolina. Ted Cruz is behind him, but pretty far behind him. Look at that, 22%. And then Marco Rubio is in third, Jeb Bush at 10, and then it goes on. The other key issue right here, which should give Donald Trump some smiles, is the fact that people on the Republican side in South Carolina think he's electable. 53% think that he has the best chance to win. And Jake, look at that. Nobody even comes close to him on that. Man. Ted Cruz is way behind at 19%.
And Dana, evangelical voters obviously helped propel Ted Cruz to a victory in Iowa. There are also a lot of evangelical voters in South Carolina, as opposed to New Hampshire, where Trump won. Where are they lining up?
It is absolutely counter to everything you and I learned in politics. The evangelicals are not going for the guy who is one of them. They're going for Donald Trump. Look at that. To me, this is the most stunning number in this entire poll. 42% of evangelicals, who, as you said, they're a huge portion of the Republican electorate in South Carolina, they are going for Trump. And Ted Cruz has only 23%.
It's astounding. He's obviously
really
the son of a preacher, an evangelical preacher. Let's turn to the Democrats now. If you're in Hillary Clinton's campaign right now, probably feel pretty good. Dive beneath just the overall horse race there. What's in there that makes the Clinton people feel good today on this poll?
The Clinton people, as you know, they've been calling South Carolina their firewall, and it looks like at this point it still could be. That's the overall. 56% say they support Hillary Clinton, 38% Bernie Sanders. But to your point, let's look at another reason, two reasons why she should be pretty happy right now. More than 50% of the Democratic vote in South Carolina is African American, and she is crushing Bernie Sanders. 65%, that's right, to 28%. And then another thing that should make her happy, 54% choose her over Bernie Sanders on the question of who would do the most to help the middle class. And that, of course, has been Bernie Sanders' calling card, right? So she's doing better.
Now, the Republican primary in South Carolina is this Saturday. The Democrats a week from this Saturday, so there's still time to change minds. Are there any numbers in here that the Sanders people might hold on to?
Yes, that we're going to pour a little bit of rain on Hillary Clinton's parade, and that is that the majority have not decided. 43% say they have definitely decided, but you see 16% say that they're leaning. 40% say that they're flat out still trying to decide. And that is quite different from what we saw going into Iowa and New Hampshire. The Democrats were much more comfortable in who they were going to look for and who they were going to vote for about this far out.
All right, some glimmer of light for Bernie Sanders supporters, but generally a much better showing for Hillary Clinton in this poll. Dana Bash, thanks so much.